Hello, welcome to another video from Avenue X looking at Chinese dramaland in the past week. I'll try to make next week's video not at home because that would be the closest one to Chinese New Year coming up the week after. Let's hope the weather will work out next time. As usual, let's first talk about what has aired during the week. On the 13th, we've had a drama that aired without promotion and I haven't yet checked it out. Everything considered, it looks like a really low budget period drama on Tencent. 21 episodes led by Zhu Xudan and Xiao called 了不起的曹萱萱. Cao Xuanxuan's love journey. And it is a story about a contemporary person who time travels or whatever travels like into a fictional ancient time city, and then she has to break cases with the people in that city that she travels to. So that would be our male lead mostly, and supposedly it's a period case-breaking drama but with that touch of Chuanyue story. It's unlikely I will have time to even check it out, but it's just out there if you're curious. Seems this week is the week of period detective case-breaking drama, because one day after that on Youku we have previous named 风月锦囊, now it's named 锦囊妙露, English title unchanged from the original one, Under the Moonlight. I've said last week it's gonna air, so now it airs on the 14th, 3 episodes a day for the first 5 days, and then I guess they haven't decided how they're gonna air it. It's Youku, you never know. Led by Hu Bingqing and Zhai Zilu as the two leads, set in Ming Dynasty case-breaking drama. It's actually pretty close to how I expected may look like or vibe like. I can see this drama probably is not gonna be super successful, explosive in terms of being a period detective drama. If you compare it to Strange Tales of Tang Dynasty, it is not as good. But then compared to a lot of other idol period drama, it at least has that quality of they are serious about telling a proper detective story with a touch of romantic drama in it, but it's very much not idolized. If I form a solid opinion on it, I will make a video about that drama. And I think it's already safe to give it a try. If you're curious about whether you should invest your time at this point. Then we have a couple of dramas that have announced they are all airing during the 20s numbers of January, or they will very likely air, although it's not finally confirmed which day exactly it's gonna happen. First, let's talk about Tencent drama that has already confirmed it's gonna go live on January the 22nd. 40 episodes, period drama, second season of 雀刀门传奇, The Legend of QDM. The first season happened not so long ago, which is a comedy period drama that was done by the team of Zhao Benshan, the most famous comedy old actor, I'd say, in China. He's one of those national household names in China, and the first season did really well on Tencent. I didn't really watch it that much. I tested a couple of episodes. It's really not my cup of tea, but I do understand why a lot of people in China like it. It's a particular type of comedy, I'd say, that appeals to geolocation-wise a particular group of people a lot more than other people in China, but by no means a bad drama. And if it's your thing, it's your thing. And the second season is happening in a couple of days' time, and I'm pretty sure it's still gonna be very welcomed by the first season lovers. Moving on to the next one, also on the 22nd. This one is likely to happen. It's not finalized as I'm making the video on Friday, but I feel maybe in a couple of hours or literally next few days, they're gonna announce it will be scheduled into the 20s of January. That is the 爱奇艺迷雾剧场 drama, 14 episodes, 漂白. Drifting Away, a crime drama led by Guo Jingfei, Wang Qianyuan, Zhao Jinmai. 14 episodes will mean it's very concentrated, get to the point straight away. And if you look at its trailer, it's talking about a case that started in 1993 that involves murders, and the policeman has been chasing down the bad people for all that time, over a decade's time. And this first crime involves a very young girl at the time who is a high schooler. So over the 10 years' time, as a survivor, she decided to become a policewoman, mostly motivated by trying to break that case herself too. So this is a pretty intense drama. Wang Qianyuan is the bad guy. He's gonna be the crime leader of a lot of bad people. Guo Jingfei is the policeman. Zhao Jinmai is playing that essential girl character. And every trailer that's been released so far looks like a proper intense crime drama trailer. But let's say 迷雾剧场 hasn't been really performing well at all in the last couple of years. Therefore, right now, my expectation for it is neutral. For example, last year at the end of it, I said I really liked the first couple of episodes of the let the wind, whatever, 风中的火焰, the candlelight or the flame in the wind. It kind of only worked for the first couple of episodes. As the story progresses, I lost interest. Crime dramas are really, really hard to do. Even now, you have a 14 episodes compared to a 24 episodes. So supposedly it's easier to control when it's smaller. It's still no guarantee that it's gonna work. Then likely on the 25th. This comes from prediction of how dramas gets aired on the platform. So Mango right now is airing Flourished Peony. And because they always air the dramas, how many episodes on what day, right? So you can do the calculation pretty much by the day. January the 25th, they would have to put a new drama on their evening slot on Hunan television. So by that estimate, a drama needs to fill that slot after Flourished Peony. And that is highly likely to be Wu Fu Ling Men Perfect Match, the Song Dynasty setting domestic drama produced by Yu Zheng and led by a group of actors who just always show up in his dramas and had those epic moments. Still remember about a year ago when they started shooting that cursing certain actresses to, that drama. The drama itself is led by Wang Xingyue, Lu Yuxiao. I believe they are sort of the lead, although it's more like an ensemble drama. It also involves a lot of familiar actors and actresses who just always show up in Yu Zheng's dramas. So we're likely on Mango Television to get a Tang Dynasty setting period drama for the beginning of the year. Right after that, it's a Song Dynasty setting drama. Talk about chronologically happening chronologically. It's unconfirmed, but it's very likely in a couple of days, we'll be sure. One day after that, on the 26th, we do have a contemporary drama that's confirmed. Will go live on both iQIYI and CCTV 8. This is another season 2 drama, 无所畏惧2. The Fearless, which is still led by Rui Zha and Wang Yang. And I remember when they aired the first season, I did talk about it. It's a story about a woman after her family fell apart, went back to working, and it's about legal stuff, lawyers, law firms, all that. I think I've watched a couple of episodes of season 1 and I dropped it. And I can't even remember exactly why, but I just dropped it. I didn't really connect with the plot and acting, whatever. To me, it's a blur, but I know it exists. And it's actually really fast now that the second season is already coming out. If you've watched the season 1 of that drama and liked it, just know a season 2 is coming and it's still these two actors. So these are the dramas waiting to happen or very likely to happen next week. It's been 13 years since the airing of a very significant drama in Chinese dramaland history, Zhen Huan Zhuan. They've just had a Vogue cover shot. The director, pretty much all the main actors, actress in that drama showed up for a big New Year's cover, all red shooting. If you notice all those concubine actresses that are now reuniting in this photo shoot, everybody is just looking as good as they used to be 13 years ago. Talk about how actresses are hardworking at keeping up everything, their face, their figure. That is years of discipline, diet, exercising, doing all the things to look pretty much like still as they were 13 years ago. Chen Jianbing is missing from this photo for all kinds of reasons, whatever. Most of the other people are there and it looks really, really good and cannot believe it. It's 13 years. I also cannot believe that still these days, every year, Youku gets a lot of money from ads, from people looping Empress in Palace. Then let's talk about dramas at different stages of production. First, we have a Tencent 40 episode period drama, Wrapping. That is the 江湖夜雨十年灯. What's the English title? If there is one, I'll type it out. And it's led by Bao Shang'en and Zhou Yiran, and it's a period wuxia drama. Probably we won't see it until the end of this year. We have another drama that has just passed censorship. It's only 8 episodes, short drama, and it's on iQIYI, and it is 在人间. What a wonderful world. The drama led by Zhao Liying and Yin Fang, and I've talked about it multiple times. She and him literally are playing the same character. Multiple personality disorder, so she is not aware that she's actually him, and he is not aware she exists, but then they help each other and kind of goes to like a very mental and interesting zone. Drama is only 8 episodes, and it's talking about such an interesting topic Jolene has been trying to, in recent years, moving herself towards the more serious actress category, although occasionally she still dips back to idol dramaland. I do think this one is kind of showing that trend even more. I do hope this drama can turn out to be unique and interesting, because right now Chinese dramaland is just so not diverse and often very boring. Then we have a drama that has already started shooting. They only just started promoting this week. It is a 36 episode Mango Television contemporary drama called Huan. English title is The Way Home, and it is led by Li Landi and Sha. Also involve a lot of other very famous actresses such as Jiang Xin. Another complicated family relationship domestic drama that is like the forte of Mango Television. Li Landi plays the younger sister of the family. Her older sister is played by Jiang Xin, and Jiang Xin's character has a twin who is a guy. A 36 episodes mess of domestic drama, and it's only shooting now, so fastest right at the end of 2025 you may be able to see it on Mango. Then we also have a drama that has started shooting, and this is an iQIYI period drama. Chinese title is 日落东营, literally means sun is setting in Japan. Ancient name of Japan. And then the official title is Mission for Brave. It is a drama based on that guy's novel, Ma Boyong. It's weird, right? Every novel he writes gets adapted into a pretty high budget period drama. Anyway, this is a Ming Dynasty setting drama that's based on real history, and if you know anything about around, let's say, 16th, 17th century history of Eastern Asia, you will know Japan invaded multiple times Korea and also China's East Coast, and it caused a lot of epic battles and interesting historical things. And if you still remember in Blossom, the male lead, the formation of his army when he entered the palace and trying to save the emperor, that's actually based on real historical formation invented by a very famous Ming Dynasty general who was very famous in the history for defeating the Japanese invaders. So this drama is to do with the Chinese fictional and historical figures of Ming Dynasty defeating the Japanese invaders and guarding China's East Coast. You have Ning Li, Bai Ke, Yin Fang, Chen Xiaoyun, Lu Fangsheng. Finally, somebody got Ning Li and Bai Ke into the same drama, because they have been on China's internet by audiences voted as the most biologically related looking actors. If they don't play father and son, it does not make sense, because they literally have the same face at different age. So they finally end up in the same drama. I don't know if they're playing father and son, but I hope they are. That would be so easy to sell. And then they're all pretty good actors. Also, it involves Lu Fangsheng, which I am already laughing because he's Chinese, but he studied in Japan because he immigrated, I think, to Japan with his parents when he was really young, and then he went to school in Japan. He did his university education in Japan, and then he comes back to China, and he has perfect Japanese, and he understands how Japanese people act. He can perfectly play basically a Japanese person. I don't know, because this drama involves ancient Japanese person, whether he's gonna be a Chinese character or Chinese character who speaks Japanese. Curious to see how it's gonna eventually turn out. So these are the specific drama news I've collected this week. Then let me just wrap it up with the epic TikTok refugee situation, an internet phenomenon globally, because it made this app Xiao top 1 in I think over 70 countries in the world. I don't think honestly this is gonna continue for a long time, because tomorrow, as this video goes out, the tomorrow of this video going out, it would be the day where you're gonna see whether TikTok actually can get banned in America. I highly doubt it's actually gonna happen. If I were the US government, I'd be wanting people to come back to TikTok now instead of all going to Xiaohongshu and literally handing out information to China. The funniest thing I've seen, apart from all the memes people have created, would be literally 对账. It's everybody's looking at their account book and then sharing it and noticing how things are completely not as they imagined. And for example, people were comparing grocery prices between China and America, or education, or medical care and everything. And everyone is just opening their eyes to the other side of the world. You know what this reminds me of? I know most of my audiences on my channel are about my age or slightly younger. So for people who were born after 2000 and stuff, you probably are not aware of early days of the internet when it first started, how positive it was and how sharing it was and how global spirited it was, and people had none of those crazy problems we have these days on internet. And it was just for a period of time. Utopia. It's so positive and so lovely. Apart from sharing cats and dogs and horses and whatever pets you have, they share arts, they share food, they share recipes, they even share like ways to cure diseases. I've even seen like people who are in science, right, comparing their notes in doing lab work and encouraging each other and figuring each other's problem out for them or homework or whatever. This really reminds me of most positive projection of internet used to be when it was first invented. We've had a couple of decades of it decaying into this pathetic thing that everybody is using but also cursing about. This completely is the black swan situation of TikTokers moving to Xiao just suddenly showed everybody that possibility is still there. Maybe it's not gonna last long, but it's like that wall got cracked open and the dam had a leak. And once that starts to happen, we live in a world of like emergence happens really quickly. I have no idea how it's gonna turn out, whether it's gonna be for better or for worse, but I'm so impressed and so having fun with this ride. Yesterday I was talking to somebody on Discord. If you're here watching this video, you know who you are. And I was saying, you know, worst comes to worst, even if it doesn't really produce any positive result, let's say at the end of the day, at least everybody will get a lot more memes collected on their phone that they can use for the future. Such a fascinating thing to see happening in the world right at the beginning of the year. We're in for a very crazy 2025, everything considered. This is just warm-up exercise. Thank you for watching Avenue X. Please take care. I'll see you in my next video. Meanwhile, live long and happy drama watching. And if you have a cat or a dog or any pet, just go over to Xiao and pay your taxes.